Welcome to Just Learn Chinese, 光学汉语. As a formality, if you like this video, please subscribe to this channel, make a comment, and ensure your notification bell is activated so that you will not miss any related videos. In this lesson, I will show you how to learn the 16 basic vowels in Mandarin, represented by 16 Chinese characters respectively. They are 阿爱安昂、奥厄诶恩、嗯嗡欧我、二一五玉. It sounds like an ancient Chinese poem, and it looks like a 4x4 matrix in mathematics. Very compact, isn't it? If you could read them aloud accurately, then you have no trouble to speak Mandarin, at least to make the rhyme sound authentic. So when you start a new language, first of all, you have to catch the rhymes, the typical rhymes in this particular language. Okay. As all of them are actually Chinese words, you can directly learn each of them from a good Mandarin speaker or from the drills, which is much easier and more reliable than learn those phonemes associated. In order to facilitate your learning, I have tried to use frequently used words in Mandarin. For example, "a" as in 阿伯、阿婆、阿拉伯、阿拉丁, and it's a homophone "ah", which is a natural interjection used by a Mandarin speaker when he or she gets shocked or needs help. 啊，救命啊! In fact, you can find all of the A, E, I, O, U sounds in Mandarin. For example, I sounds as the same as I in English. In Mandarin, you can easily learn these words: 爱人、爱情、友爱、恩爱, and 我爱 something, 我爱 somebody. Look, you also learn another two Chinese characters, 恩 and 我, which I will discuss later. An, you can learn an from 安全、安静、安稳、安逸、平安、平安夜、西安, and 安息. When a nice person passed away, you would say 安息吧. By the way, an sounds the same as the an in ant, band, and so on. Ang, you can learn ang from 昂扬、昂首, which are rarely used in spoken Chinese, apart from some political slogans or brand names. Ao, you can learn ao from 奥妙、深奥, and 奥运会 or 奥林匹克 Olympic. 鹅 seems difficult to learn in isolation, as you can see in those pinyin lessons. But you can comfortably learn the word sound from 厄运、额头、额外、份额、邪恶, where 额 are homophones. And of course, 天鹅, swan. A, we have learned A before. It sounds the same as English letter A. You can also learn this sound when people greet to each other or call someone A. Or if you know someone well, just call him or her by saying, "Hey, 你也在这儿." N, N. You can learn N from 恩人、恩师 your teacher, 感恩节 Thanksgiving, which also sounds the same as the en in end and friend in English. So it's very easy to learn. Next, n. You can learn n together with n because they sound almost the same, except the final sound for the n is slightly enhanced with the nasal sound. Listen.
N,
Well, in a Chinese dictionary, only one real Chinese character, n, meaning the rope used for horse riding, sounds as n. However, n also means yes, I agree in conversation. For example, you ask your friend, do you like it? 喜欢吗? The natural answer is just Okay. Do you like it? 喜欢吗? 还要吗? 我们可以走了吗? Okay. Similarly, I introduced a meaningless interjection on to represent the vowel, which sounds similar to on in don't in English. You can easily identify this vowel in many Chinese characters such as 中、东、空、红、用 by saying the each words long enough. 中、东、东、空 and so on. O. You can learn this vowel from the 欧洲、欧盟、欧元、欧美 and normio in Chinese. It also sounds the same as English letter O in so, no, and old. So it's kind of the universality, isn't it? 我 The reason I select 我 for a vowel in Mandarin is simple, because one uses this word all the time. 我 has initial sound 无, but it doesn't matter when you're pronouncing a CV syllable in Mandarin. I will show you in lesson 4. 二 sounds similar to ER sound in English. Unlike other basic vowels, it is not used to generate a word sound, but merely creating a final sound in Chinese word as used by many Northern Chinese speakers. Still, is a real word sound for a few Chinese words. You can easily learn it from numbers in Mandarin, such as 2023我都20岁了，一石二鸟。2 and sound are homophones in Mandarin. You can also learn this sound from 儿童、孤儿、儿子、龟儿子。That's a strong dialect. 龟儿子 in Mandarin. Next, E sounds as EE in English words such as see, keep, beep. Of course, you can learn it from 一石二鸟、一针见血、一气呵成。A painter draws something with one stroke. 一夫一妻、一心一意。五 The Chinese character 五 meaning 5 sounds the same as OO in good and book in English. But you can learn it from Mandarin speaker. Say 一二三四五上山打老虎 where 虎 meaning tiger is pronounced as 和武虎。一二三四五上山打老虎 Finally, the last Chinese character for the basic vowel in Mandarin is yu, meaning jade. How can you learn this word sound? Well, as I have demonstrated, from real word sound, you can hear from a good Mandarin speaker. 这是玉石的吗？是的，这是皇帝的印章，叫玉玺。Is it made by jade? Yes, it's the emperor's seal. You can also learn this word from 玉米, sweet corn, literally meaning jade rice. Indeed, it looks like jade. Similarly, you can simply and repeatedly learn 雨 from a Mandarin speaker. 下雨呢？哇，好大的雨呀！Or here is a lovely old song. 我时常漫步在小雨里。我时常漫步在小雨里，在小雨中寻觅。Well, we have learned all of the 16 basic vowels in Mandarin and more than 16 Chinese characters in this lesson. To become a good Mandarin speaker, you need first master the 37 Chinese characters I have selected. Please learn them first from the drills and a good Mandarin speaker. That's all for today. See you next time.